Last night, boy. Hold on.
Hey, bang, them niggas was making leather outfits.
Hey man, what you wearing today, man? I'm wearing a whole nigga. With a nigga on his back. Know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
With a nigga in his back, man, on his back, man. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes,
yeah, man,
sir.
nah, man, last night was special, boy. I sit there and I watched that mother loving fight, boy. Them niggas was squabbling, boy. When I say
Mm-hmm.
squabbling, I say, ooh, Joseph Parker, boy. He started out good. Then I think like the third and the fourth round, that boy started looked like he was taking too many, he was getting punched a little bit too much. And
Mm-hmm.
then Wardley, man, Wardley defense was looking pretty decent off them ropes, man. I
Mm-hmm.
said, man, that boy looking decent on the defense off them ropes, man. So
Mm-hmm.
um I was surprised Joseph Parker got stopped. Now, I wasn't totally fully in compliance with that stoppage, but
Mm-hmm.
hey, man, he had a couple of unanswered punches, man. So, sometimes as a rep, you got to protect these fighters from themselves. You feel me?
Yeah.
Um, but there was a lot on the line, though, man. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. Wally surprised me. He looked a little, he looked pretty skilled up last night. He ain't always been, the most skilled. You feel me? His defense, his head movement was on point. I'm like, God damn, the both of them got granite chins. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Man, it was all leather last night, man. What you saw, Ronnie?
The very first thing that I picked up on was the weights. To me, Parker came in a little big, and I felt like I. Go ahead.
No, no, I was gonna say, yeah, he did come in a little big, Paul. Yeah, yo, I see you. We love the love. 1 second, I appreciate that.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Throw Yayo in the mix. Go ahead.
Okay, salute, gang. The heavyweight division is literally unpredictable. It only takes one simple punch to change the whole fight. Never bet on heavyweights. Hey, man,
Fabio
uh, no, my nigga Clip
Parker.
emptied the clip,
Ooh.
got his
Ooh.
paper last night. He's
Mm.
like, my nigga Clip got his paper last night. You feel me? So,
Oh, Clip took Wardley. He took
by
Wardley.
knockout, by knockout,
Ooh.
I think he was like a plus 420 or something like that.
For the
Warley
knockout.
was. For the knockout.
Ooh. Yeah, that was unpredictable, man, because I looked at the experience levels and I picked Parker based off of that experience. And then like I said, I thought he had went through everything you could possibly go through in the game. Not saying that you wouldn't go through anything else, but it was just like, all right, I thought he was the more well-prepared fighter, you know what I mean, for the situation. Um Fabio surprised me because the athleticism he showed, the skill set that he showed, the defense that he showed, I haven't seen that from him before. And I'm not gonna lie, I only seen Fabio probably fight two other times. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Joseph Parker, I've seen probably a good 10 times. You know what I mean? So I've
right,
seen a lot more of Joseph Parker. I thought Joseph Parker would box him, make the fight easy, you know what I mean, use his skills and just overcome, you know what I mean, and win on the cards. But
right,
was I surprised? They was trading leather from the get-go. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And I felt what I was trying to say was I felt like the extra weight was there because he knew Fabio could punch. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And then I knew Fabio had a big head, but I didn't know his head was that. That's a big ass head, bang. That motherfucker walking around with a house on his neck. You hear me? So so the first thing I noticed was the jab. I felt like Parker was winning with the jab early on. I thought he had the better
Right.
jab starting off. But like you said, second, third round, things start changing. Um, things start changing, and I felt like I felt like Fabio Wardley was getting confident, more confident with not just his jab, but his right hand. He would start landing good right hands. And he was throwing what I was realizing was he was giving me a straight right hand, but he was giving me an overhand too.
Right.
So I felt like that was confusing Parker. You know what I mean? Because sometimes he would throw it down the middle and then sometimes he would go over top. You know what I'm saying? Um I mean, that was just a great fight. I mean, what more can you ask for? They was trading rounds, they was trading leather. You know what I mean? Going into I'm gonna say like the ninth round, it was a tough fight to call. You know what I'm saying? But them last two rounds, I feel like Wardley was picking that shit up, and
That
and,
10th
and it was
round. That
yeah.
10th round.
It was
Yeah.
crazy, but that's what I was getting ready to say. It was crazy because throughout the fight, whenever one of them looked like they was taking over, the other one would land a heavy shot. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'm like, damn, this is a good ass fight, man. It was just a great fight. Now I'm gonna say this about the stoppage. I did think it was premature, and the only reason I think that is because that fight, what happened in the fight where he ended up on the ropes. If you pay attention to the fight, that was happening to both guys. It was
Right.
times where Worley was on the ropes and Parker was working, and it was times where Parker was on the ropes and Worley was working. And I feel like as a referee, yeah, you want to do your job and you want to make sure both men come out safe. But at the same time, when Worley was trying to finish him, Parker was really deflecting a lot of that shit. You know what I mean? He was throwing big shots, and Parker had his hands up and was turning off the shots. The shots wasn't landing. So
Right.
I felt like he just stopped it because it looked bad, because Parker wasn't returning, but Parker was showing me that he still was aware because he was getting out of the way of the punches. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But it's heavyweights. The shots is heavy. It only take one shot. But I mean, for the fact that it was a war, I would have liked to seen it go to the 12th round. You know what I mean? Me myself. Now, if he would have got stopped in the 12th because he got knocked down, and that was the amazing thing. Nobody got knocked down.
That's
Nobody
what
got
I was
knocked down
tripping
in that
on.
fight. Yeah.
We was gonna get at least one knockdown before the sixth round. I didn't think the fight was gonna go past nine. You feel me?
Mm,
Because when I first seen, I think Parker landed the first hot shit. Like I think the first
mm,
hot shit was landed by Parker, and I was
yeah.
like, "Oh, these niggas is about to go to war." This is in the
Mm-hmm.
first round. I said, "Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
oh!" So it started spicing up quick. I will say this: I do totally agree with you when you say that Parker might have came in too heavy. He was too bulgy. Like he was
Mm,
too bulgy. Know what I'm saying? But maybe he did that for punch resistance. Know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
Wardley punching. Know what I'm
Right.
saying? Um, I think um,
Right.
I think that played a major part because he did start looking a little gassed, like going into like the
Yeah.
second half of the fight. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Um, 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 Wardley from the first round, I kept seeing Wardley. It's the way he was holding that right hand. I say he waiting to release that demon. I say that boy
Mm,
ready to exercise that demon. And he kept on it, like how you say, he'll give him a look, boom, a straight, then he'll get low a little bit, and then that whole coming from the top. You know what I'm saying? Like an
mm-hmm.
overhand. So he gave him
Mm-hmm.
different looks with that right hand, which was gonna eventually end up being his bread and butter. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Um, um, and he can throw it the variations that he throw it in, he throw it properly. You know what I'm saying? The overhand was proper.
Mm-hmm.
The straight was proper. Them
Mm-hmm.
uppercuts when Parker get the folding up and balling up, them uppercuts. Hey man, wake your ass up.
Mm-hmm.
Them goddamn
Mm-hmm.
uppercuts, man. Wake your ass up. You hear
Pussy,
me?
get up.
Get up. Wake your goddamn ass up. God damn it, fuck.